So earlier today, we had the Consumer Price Index report come out, giving us some pretty astonishing statistics with regards to inflation rates occurring in the US. On top of that, we've been having some additional word with regards to the China Evergrande situation that I'll be recapping, because that is going to have a huge pivotal part into what may happen with the stock market and even the crypto market as well. But most importantly, guys, in this video, I want to provide you specific, valuable information on key important crypto dates that you should know about coming up. So if you have money, invest into the market, you're a beginner, or maybe you're an expert level trader and you've been around for a while, this video is going to be very valuable to you, because we're going to be going over those dates that may have a significant tie into the price volatility of cryptocurrencies and other investments that you've made in the market today. Now, before we get started with this video, it would help your boy B Jung out a ton. Do me a favor, drop a like down below, helps out the YouTube algorithm. Now, with that being said, let's hop into the computer, see what's going on for today. First of all, I want to do just a little recap of Bitcoin, because a lot of people are forgetting exactly how much progress we've made since the flash crash we've experienced towards the end of the previous summer. So do you remember when Bitcoin slid under $30,000? Do you remember when everyone was calling for the crypto winter and crypto was finally finished and it was dead, it was not coming back? Well, I remember that moment like it was yesterday, because I was terrified as well too. But since then, we've actually been seeing pretty good growth over the past few months. So take a look at the charts just to get a reminder on how much of that progress we've made. We've seen Bitcoin accumulating back up, and if you're able to buy up those flash crash dips, you would at least see a double investment, a 2x so far, with an asset like Bitcoin. So we were having a discussion earlier in my Discord and in our Patreon group for our exclusive live stream call, and I was just talking about the idea how there could be a possibility in the future where we never ever see Bitcoin slide under $20,000 again. There are a lot of predictions, a lot of guesses, a lot of analysts have their own theories on what may happen in this cycle. No one knows for sure what may happen, but the best case scenario could show us being in a super cycle and us continuing to make some all new time highs, which would prove to be amazing for anyone who does have money invested into the market. I just want to take a step out, and leading into that, I want to talk about what the current market is doing today. So the global crypto market cap is actually up just a little bit, 2.29%. And this is because Bitcoin is actually rising back up towards $57,000 at the time of this recording. Going over on TradingView, we actually saw a ton of analysis talking about short positions stacking up, people preparing for Bitcoin to fall under $51,000. And if that may be the case, at least be ready. Make sure that you guys don't have all your eggs invested, and always be prepared to take off profits on the table. And that way you can come out and be prepared for any type of situation going on in the market. Now, before we talk about some key important crypto dates, I want to talk about some altcoins that have been doing fairly well in the last 24 hours. So number one on this list is going to be Polkadot. We also have Altcoin up 14%. We have Kusama up 12%. We have Perpetual or Perp up 11%. Now, Polkadot, this is going to come to many people's surprise, because it looks like this has been a sleeper, and finally today we're getting some pretty solid movement in the market. And check this out, the last 3 months have been a very strong ride up, starting from a low of near $10, going up to $41 at its current price, nearing its previous all-time high of almost $50. So before we get started, Polkadot was another cryptocurrency that we talked a lot about on our channel. I've included them in several top crypto pick videos, and finally they're approaching those previous all-time high numbers, and that is because Polkadot is getting some news on some solid dates coming out with regard to their Parachain auctions for their governance vote. And this first series of auctions actually went ahead and happened November 11th, and it's going to run till December 9th. So earlier today, there was a stream that occurred called a Sub-Zero Online 2021. It lasted for about 6.5 hours on YouTube. But pretty much what you can get out of this is that Polkadot's founders, Gavin Wood and Robert, went ahead and confirmed that Polkadot now holds technical capabilities to implement parachain auctions and crowd loans for the very first time. Kusama also came up in light of that, and we saw a little price increase with that cryptocurrency as well. A sandbox platform designed for developers to experiment with blockchain applications before their official launch on the Polkadot blockchain, which has recently implemented the success of 11 parachain slot auctions. They stated Kusama was launched in order to give the teams building the core Polkadot protocol parachains and their constituent communities an opportunity to battle test their tech and teams. While there were a few bits of expected chaos along the way, the experience over the past few months once, deploying Parachains on Kusama have given us confidence that they are finally ready for prime time on Polkadot. So the market has been responding well to this news, and I'm glad to see Polkadot is ramping up in their price. So about 3 hours ago, the Polkadot main website went ahead and made some updates, and they state now the Polkadot is live. Polkadot development is on track to deliver the most robust platform for security, scalability, and innovation. Now, even in just my last video, this is why I talk about the importance of finding cryptocurrencies that have roadmaps, that have utility, and have backing. That is really my trifecta of choosing what investments to make. Just like the growth as we've seen with many cryptocurrencies, as an example, Polkadot for this week, or even Solana up in the past few weeks, or even one of my favorite trades that I've made in the most recent weeks is going to be Axie Infinity. We've been seeing a ton of those opportunities exist. Now, I did mention over in our Patreon with a buy alert right when this happened for Axie Infinity at $50.90. And you'll notice that was a pretty decent time buying into the market because even right now, Axie Infinity is currently at $120. Now, that trade was not bad at all, figuring it was a profit of about $13,000 or 136%. So to start this video off, we have headlines from CNBC stating that the consumer prices rise more than expected as energy costs surge. So the consumer price overall rose by 0.4% in September, pushing the year-over-year gain to 5.4% for inflation rates. Scrolling down more specifically, we can actually see the prices of gas going up. So if you're trying to fill up your car, you might be noticing some gas prices going up about 1.2% for the month, bringing the annual increase to 42%. Fuel oil shot up 3.9% for a 42% year-over-year surge. We also saw food prices showing noticeable gains for the month. So if you go to the grocery store and you see your milk, your eggs, or even your bread going up, that is because we are seeing mass inflation happening across the US. So the reason why it's important to take a look at current inflation rates is because cryptocurrency has been known specifically to be that hedge against inflation. So even in the most recent crash where Bitcoin was coming down from the over-leverage of positions and the headlines with regard to the Evergrande situation, this may come about again. So Evergrande could formally be declared for bankruptcy and default on October 18th and October 19th. Some additional key crypto dates that you should be on the lookout for. In this article, they state a wave of developers face payment deadlines before the end of the year, and with Evergrande's fate looking increasingly bleak, fears are mounting of a wider crisis. Weary Evergrande bondholders still haven't received almost $150 million worth of coupon payments that had been due on Monday, although there was little surprise after the firm had skipped 2 other payments in recent weeks. Evergrande didn't reply to Rudder's request for a comment. It has maintained radio silence for weeks, and markets are now counting down to October 18th and 19th deadline when it will be formally declared in default if it still hasn't stumped up. Now, you may ask, well, why does that have to do anything with the crypto market? If crypto is a separate asset from the dollar or even other central currencies owned by different states and countries, why could this possibly bring down the market of other investments? And this is mainly because whenever we get fear or that uncertainty, people want to pull out their investments and just hoard onto cash, even though it doesn't make much sense at all. Institutions, when they get worried, they want to have a stronger bit of reserves, and that's when we see a tremendous decrease in price. So if whales get shaken up, if they think the next crash or a large market correction is coming, they pull out their money within the market, and then we see a catalyst effect, which we've seen happen multiple amount of times with over leverage taking the market down, or more FUD taking the market down over the past year. This may happen once again. So I want all of my viewers to be prepared, because right now, at the time of filming this video, Bitcoin's at 57,689. So it's actually doing really well, and October 18th and 19th is still a few days from now, but make sure you are prepared, because if you think the market is going to go down, you can still prepare right now by either selling off your investment or at least cashing in some of those profits now, holding it on the table until you rebuy back in when the prices are lower. As optimistic as I am for the fourth quarter of the crypto market, I want my fellow jungies to be prepared. I want you guys to stay making that bread, and it's not going to be just a little bit of sourdough. You guys are going to be getting the whole shebang. What do you call these? I don't know what you call, y'all know what I mean. With all that being said, the crypto fear and greed index, we're currently sitting at a 70 right now. Yesterday it was at a 78. I can expect the greed to return to a higher level tomorrow just because we are getting a strong increase in price. Now, moving on, I did want to talk about some more key important crypto dates aside from the Evergrande default situation. Next, we have the Bitcoin Taproot upgrade. A lot of you guys don't know what it is, and a lot of you guys don't know when it is. So briefly, let's talk about it here. So believe it or not, the Bitcoin Taproot upgrade, it's going to make a slight change to the code, but it's actually going to mark a very remarkable update to Bitcoin since the last 4 years. So Taproot's major changes come through its implementation of Schnorr signatures. They state these should enhance privacy for complex transactions with multiple signatures by making these transactions appear identical to others on the ledger. Alongside the privacy boost, Taproot will reduce the amount of data required for these transactions. This will subsequently lower transaction costs. By reducing the amount of information revealed on the blockchain, transactions will be smaller, allowing for more transactions happening in every block. This increased efficiency could also pave way for further smart contract usage on the blockchain. The Taproot activation code is now available for download in Bitcoin Core 0.21.1. So most importantly, the release date of this is actually locked in to happen at some time in November. I believe when we do approach end of October, we're going to get more specified dates on when this may happen, figuring that the world economy is still well and people have not overreacted to the Evergrande situation. I do believe that the day Bitcoin does have its upgrade, we can see a surge in price as well. Regardless, if you are going long with a Bitcoin and you're just holding it till we all get old and we're celebrating in our yachts with our Bitcoin that is mature to 500K or $1 million plus, that is going to be an amazing time because this is still going to set way for a lot of these upgrades that have been necessary in taking place for advancements for this cryptocurrency. Now, alongside Bitcoin, don't forget Ethereum 2.0 is still underway. So I'm going to just keep reminding my people, Ethereum 2.0, Ethereum 2.0, Ethereum 2.0, it's going to happen. It's coming. It's taking some time, but there was a launch date on Altair, which is going to be confirmed by the Ethereum Foundation. They went ahead and said that the Altair mainnet launch is going to happen October 27, 2021. So this was released on the Ethereum Foundation blog. And if you don't know what Altair entails, here's what you need to know. So over on Ethereum's website, we can take a look on what the process is. We went ahead and gone through the beacon chain upgrade. And right now they are preparing for this right here, the merge to start. So the merge is all about the mainnet Ethereum. And they state this is going to need to merge with the beacon chain at some point. What this is going to do, it's going to enable staking for the entire network and signal the end of energy intensive mining. October 27th is definitely going to be another pivotal date. And regardless of whatever's happening in the market, I do hope that you guys are excited for Ethereum like I am too, just because we are still getting additional upgrades to the network. Now, last but not least, we do need to talk about ETFs. Now, we don't have any specific dates with this because this is all up to what the SEC decides to do. But we recently got more updated information that the Bitcoin futures ETF approval will likely be delayed until 2022. They state in this article here, more than a dozen firms are still waiting to hear whether their respective filings for Bitcoin-based ETFs will progress to the public markets. Others include VanEck, Invesco, Amplify ETFs, and Global X have launched tangential products focused on blockchain infrastructure or the broader cryptocurrency economy. So they state VanEck, ProShares, Invesco, Valkyrie, and Galaxy Digital have all filed for Bitcoin future ETFs. The first four could be approved, denied, or have their decisions delayed by mid to late October. Galaxy Digital's fate will also be revealed by November 1st. So guys, a lot of those are going to be some key important dates to be on the lookout for, especially moving over into the end of November. Now, I personally don't think it's going to be a straight shot to $65,000 or $70,000 by the end of this year. I do think we may get a little bit more volatility, but if I'm wrong, I will be so happy to be wrong, and I'll be amazed if we do continue to see forward momentum pushing us through this fourth quarter. The biggest takeaways from this video is that there are going to be some crucial, important dates coming up, and you can definitely be prepared for it. Now, it looks like altcoins still haven't had that huge rush at all. And if we look at the Bitcoin's dominance, it is going up. It is at 46% right now, meaning a lot of money is still pouring over into Bitcoin. As we progress throughout this year, I want you guys to win. I want you guys to make money. And I think the way that you can do that best is to make sure that you are educating yourself. You don't make trades based off emotions, and you continue to stay up to date with information just like this. So if you guys made it all the way till the end of this video and you are part of the Real Squad gang, comment down below the word that we usually do. This one's going to be night. Comment that down below if you guys are watching this till the end. With regards to that iPhone 13 giveaway news and update, just make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Make sure you guys are following me over on Instagram. I am going to check for that, and I will be posting some more additional updates. I think I'm just going to make like an Instagram post, and then I'm going to have you guys like and comment on that. And then for anyone who's in our Discord and Patreon, I'm making it very simple. All you have to do is enter our poll that I'll be posting within the group, and then I'll be filming everything just to show you guys proof of this giveaway. One final thing, don't forget to check out the links down below in the description from some of our sponsored companies. They're not sponsoring this video. They're like partners. Check out BlockFi, listed down below in the description if you guys are trying to go long and earn some additional interest on your crypto. They also have a crypto credit card, which is pretty cool as well. Also, on top of that, don't forget to check out Surfshark, another VPN that I've been using for the past few years. I've been loving it, and you also get 83% off and 3 months free if you use my link down below. Thank you all so much again for watching this video. Have an amazing day, and until next time, peace out.